Hello, friends. My name is Anitra Carr, and today I have the honor of introducing my favorite person, my husband, Smoke Wallin. Smoke and I have spent the last 20 years creating an amazing life. Together raising kids, building businesses, hopefully making the world a better place. And YPO has been a centerpiece of our journey. Most people know Smoke as a successful entrepreneur, but I'd like to share about the man that I know. From the start, I found him to be curious, interested, and interesting, with an incredible mind, a lover of music, history, nature, fun-loving, and family-oriented. His focus on creating quality time has filled our lives with wonderful adventures. His infectious energy inspires and uplifts those around him. He's incredibly generous with his time, supporting others in business and mentorship. Silly and funny, he makes me feel like the luckiest girl in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Smoke Wallin.
Einstein said the most beautiful and profound emotion you can experience is the sensation of the mystical. It's the sower of all true science. If you said that to me 2 years ago, I would have been like, let's go grab a tequila. This is my 21st year in YPO, and I've led a high-profile entrepreneurial career, and today I help other entrepreneurs maximize their exits globally. I'm blessed with a loving marriage. Thank you, Anitra, for the beautiful introduction and song. And 4 adult children, all good humans. If you met me then, you'd have met a happy guy, but just beneath the surface, I was actually suffering with anxiety. But I was ignoring the signs. Going into the pandemic, I had a business collapse. I was drinking for sport. I won a lot. And my health was declining with multiple issues, including gout, weight gain, and insomnia. And although I co-founded Dignity Moves with other YPOers to help the homeless, if I ran into a homeless person, to avoid them, I would cross the street. Where possible, I kept my distance from difficult emotional situations. Then I had the opportunity to go to Nepal and visit Buddha's birthplace. Not very spiritual or religious, that day, in a majestic temple, something powerful came over me, and I prayed. Please help me find peace and love. A few months later, a close YPO friend of mine said, Smoke, I want you to meet my friend Ivan Rados. He's an enlightened healer, and he's helped me on my spiritual journey. Sure, okay, I'm open. When I met Ivan, he said, Smoke, what is it that you want? Peace and love for my family and world. That is good, but you can only fix yourself. And I see that you lack trust. You don't trust others, and you don't trust yourself. What are you talking about? I trust. That first meeting was painful. But over a series of deep explorations, I began to realize he was right, and to understand why. We journeyed back to early childhood, where I blamed myself for my parents' divorce. But we soon uncovered a much deeper truth: extreme childhood trauma. The memories began flooding back. The smell of aerosol right guard on my maternal grandfather, a pedophile. The sound of our screams on a piano bench, waiting our turn. Adults betraying my trust. And horrors no one should experience, certainly not a 7-year-old. Years later, having PTSD and at the brink of taking my own life, in desperation, my mind went into protection mode. Somehow, I buried it all in my subconscious for decades. I went on to have a successful life, career, family. But unbeknownst to me, these unresolved issues created my anxiety and dis-ease, stealing my peace and love. Emotional energy hairballs were stuck inside, driving my nonstop monkey mind and inner self-loathing. This inner conflict with my positive conscious mind brought me to a breaking point. Yvonne said to me, "Smoke. You're harboring feelings of resentment, shame, and anger. To release them, say thank you." Thank you? Okay, I'll try. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It felt really strange saying thank you all the time to everyone and everything. But after a while, I actually began to feel gratitude and then compassion. My heart began to open. Extensive integration work led to a breakthrough when I wrote letters to everybody involved, laying out what the events were and the damage done, and then ceremoniously burning them up one by one in my fire pit. I cried. But by the end, I was able to ask each, "What happened to you?" Overcoming my ego and its pride, I was able to truly forgive everyone involved, but most importantly, myself. Forgiveness has taken me from the depths of shame to a steady state of bliss. Transmuting my pain through forgiveness has been the most powerful, transformative experience in my life. Now, you might ask, my process for finding this inner awareness, a purification of my mind, body, and spirit, reading the spiritual texts and writing daily, leaning into selfless service and gratitude, and gaining an understanding of the ego and its aversions and attractions at various conscious levels. And finally, letting go with deep meditation to inner self-awareness. Once I brought light to my shadows, transcending my ego, I rediscovered my true self, my inner divinity, my soul. I now live in a constant state of joy, literally at a higher vibration. I told my teacher, Yvonne, it was like a fan going off in the back of my head that I didn't know was there until it stopped. Awareness turned the fan off, revealing perfect peace. My health is restored. I've dropped 40 pounds. The gout, prediabetes, nightmares, gone. And I don't need that tequila anymore. This month marks a year of sobriety. This is my friend Des. He's homeless, and I crossed the street to get to know him and help. But when I look in the mirror, I realize I'm the one that was helped. I found trust. I now appreciate God's universal love and forgiveness. I now experience the world through compassion rather than judging. And I now know I am not my story, neither are you. You see, I tapped into a higher energy field where true self is innate in each of us and within reach. The inventor Nikola Tesla said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. In reaching a higher vibration, infinite consciousness has been revealed to me, and it is why we are here. My prayer in Nepal was answered in quite an unexpected way. Instead of me finding peace and love, it found me. And I'll leave you with this. Gandhi said, "Truth is by nature self-evident. As soon as you remove the cobwebs of ignorance, it shines clear." I now know this truth. In forgiving, we are forgiven. You too may have experienced tragedy. You too are not your story. You too can transcend your past. I'm living proof. Whatever happens to you, big or small, in the past or the future, forgive. You owe it to yourself. Remember, to err is human, to forgive divine. And forgiveness is not condoning. It is freedom. Now please stand up. Look at your neighbors and tell 3 of them, thank you, thank you, thank you. And as you go out in the halls and the rest of this trip, thank everyone you meet. In forgiving, we are forgiven. Thank you.